back with you. Collectibles. There isn't anything here less than 30 years old, and some of it's closing in on probably 50. Not bad. When I used to work sheet metal and welding, didn't look like it did any fine. It did fine work back in the day. It all has seen better days, but it's still usable. Everything here. Protractors, Craftsman USA made. Protractor doesn't have too many. It has no arc welding on it at all. Some of it, like I had a bunch of squares over the years that somehow got stuck to the table and arc to metal. The ruler on them. This one just got rusty. Sat at the bottom of one of my toolboxes that has been hidden away for quite a while, since I closed up shop in 2007. But this went through the 90s, lost the scribe. Used to go in that little hole right there. You can see the little hole at the bottom of the square. That was a feature that held the scribe. Deburring tool, triangular deburring tool. I showed this off before. It's been beat up quite a bit, but it still works on some stuff. I got out of the business deburring tubing years ago. This what's this? This is makes circles. The name of it will come to me after I go sit down on the toilet. But it's missing a few parts. Sat at the bottom of the rusty toolbox. It cleans up pretty good. It's stainless steel, I think. This is an automatic center punch. Adjustable. This is made by General Hardware, General Tool, from in New York, which is also the company that makes this protractor from back in the 90s, 80s, 90s. Craftsman made this back in the 80s and 90s. Don't find those anymore. I think the punch was generic. Oh, wait a minute, actually it says somewhere. Dasco Pro, made in the USA. Cool. 5/16 center punch. This is from the 90s. It's seen a lot of hole making, of opening up center punches from the automatic center punch. And then I have my cool file set. I'm missing one of the files, a 12-piece set, 12-piece Swiss pattern needle file set. It's got some data on here. I don't know. It gives down some specifics. 6.5 inch long, number O cut. They're cool. I wonder if some of you knife nuts have any interest in something like that. And scribes. I got my parts out here. Toolkit. This knife is also 30 plus years old. NRA knife. Novelty knife. I think it's 30. I had to pull it apart several times to tighten it up and get the racking out so the liner lock would work. When they get real loosened up, the liner lock quits working. They don't lock out, and they fall apart, so you have to work on them. I kept the blade sharp for years. It's a good knife, and I wore it down. I mean, it's been buffed down real good handling. I've always right hand opened it. Use this for right hand opening. I could use some lubrication. This is Chinese made, and I'm kind of thinking, in some ways it looks like a combination Spyderco and Civivi manufacturing facility. This is back from China, but they have similar frame design to the knives coming out of China these days. Neat knife. I put it to use over the years. The file kit, it was real rusty. I went to work on that. Throw all the files away. I can't tell you which my favorite one. Flat files were interesting, useful, but I found I got the most, a heavier gauge square end flat files that worked on a lot of different projects. A round file, this one here, was priceless. This always came in handy. Always. And it's the cut quality of each file. Some were finer than others. Triangle file. This one had I don't know if you can see that, how that's got a triangle top and a flat base. You get down into things. This one, which is a triangle all the way, this is Lifesaver file. Absolutely cool. Came in handy multiple times. It's got a round top, flat file. No, actually it's not. This is actually hemisphered round on both sides, that was handy also. I saw Big Jim and HTEDC talk about filing or forming little concave surfaces for half stops on different knives, and this came to mind instantly. That's why I broke this I dug that file kit out just for that reason. This one is like a blade file, which is really kind of interesting. I didn't have that much use for it when I was working, but I could see how, if you want to work on specific shapes, I gotta say, over the years, I don't know what happened. It's probably my favorite file that got missing. This is a square, works from a point to a square file. I used it a few times. I can't really remember. And I think I had a fine file that broke or something got lost to it in the set. But it went by the wayside. A little rust to it, but not bad. It still works. It's a usable file kit if I get up the gumption to do any kind of fine metal project. We'll see what happens. There we go. Make some angles, punch some holes, make some circles. I got a wood project for a little stool that I have that I made years ago. I need to put a new wood top on it. That's coming to mind for use. And of course there's my NRA knife in my knife box. This comes in handy. This is one I probably regret losing it, but it wouldn't set me back anything. I never paid, I paid a membership fee to NRA back in the day, Probably did a 5-year plan. I've got a couple other things, probably an NRA mug and a backpack, something like that. And I got this knife. Good memories. Stuff. Collectibles. Alright, so much for guns and silver and knives and collectibles and tools. God bless all you knife nuts. Thanks for stopping by. Remember that Jesus loves you. And lest I forget to keep track of all the numbers and calculations and machinations over the years, this is at least 30 years old. But this Texas Instruments TI 35, I think this is. Yeah. Texas Instruments TI 35 Galaxy Solar. This baby, solar powered calculator, has never failed me ever in over 35 years. 35. It's late 80s, mid 90s. I gave this to my daughter when she went off to college in 1999. And she gave it back to me. This is sweet. I like that technology, USA, Texas, engineered, manufactured calculator has lasted that long and it still has practical function. That's totally cool. God bless all of you.